Hey there, futurologists. Today, we're going to talk about a revolutionary technology that has the potential to change the world as we know it. Or at least, that's what the experts want you to believe. That's right, we're talking about solar power. Now, there's a bright idea. First things first, let's talk about the sun. You know, that giant burning ball of gas that's been shining down on us for billions of years. Apparently, it has enough energy to power the entire planet for millions of years. Sounds great, right? Except for the fact that we have no way of harnessing all of that energy. Sure, we have solar panels. They're these fancy little devices that are supposed to convert sunlight into electricity. But let's be real here. They're about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. First of all, solar panels are ridiculously expensive. And sure, they might save you a little money on your electricity bill in the long run, but it's going to take years to recoup your investment. And that's assuming that the panels don't break or need maintenance. Oh, and speaking of maintenance, let's talk about the weather. You know, that pesky little thing that can completely ruin your solar panel setup. Because if it's cloudy or rainy, you're not getting any sunlight. And if it's too hot, your panels might overheat. And if it's too cold, they might freeze. So basically, unless you live in a perfect climate with no fluctuations in temperature or precipitation, your solar panels are pretty much useless. But let's say you do live in a perfect climate. You still have to deal with the fact that solar panels are incredibly inefficient. According to some estimates, the average solar panel only converts about 20% of the sunlight that hits it into usable electricity, which means that 80% of the energy is wasted.
Wow, you can do math.
And let's not forget about the fact that solar panels are an eyesore. Who wants to look at a bunch of shiny, reflective panels on their roof or in their yard? They're not exactly the most aesthetically pleasing thing in the world. And don't even get me started on the environmental impact of solar panel production. Sure, they might be clean once they're up and running, but the process of making them involves all sorts of toxic chemicals and greenhouse gas emissions. So much for being green, am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
But hey, at least we're trying to find a solution to the world's energy crisis. I mean, it's not like there are any other options out there. We've tried everything else, right? Oh, wait, no, we haven't. There are plenty of other renewable energy sources out there that are much more efficient and environmentally friendly than solar power. Take wind power, for example. Wind turbines can generate far more electricity than solar panels, and they're much more reliable. And they don't require nearly as much maintenance. And then there's hydroelectric power, which uses the power of water to generate electricity. It's been around for over a century and has proven to be incredibly effective, especially when it comes to generating power in remote areas. So why are we so obsessed with solar power?
I don't know.
Is it just because it sounds so futuristic and cool?
I guess that it could be. I don't know.
Is it because we want to believe that we can solve all of our problems with a single shiny technology?
I said I don't know. Why are you asking me? This is your presentation, Professor Jackass?
Look, I'm not saying that solar power is completely useless. It does have its benefits, especially in certain situations. But let's stop pretending that it's the end. All of renewable energy sources. There are plenty of other options out there that are just as viable, if not more so. In conclusion, solar power might seem like a bright idea, but it's really just a shiny distraction from the more practical and efficient renewable energy sources out there. So the next time someone tries to convince you that solar power is the future, just smile and nod. And remember that there are plenty of other options out there. #support climate change.